Motama. You all welcome to the grade 11 English medium paper class today. I think we are now at the paper number 53 today. So we are now almost near to the exam. So now today the February 8th. So we have few weeks to go, right? So as per our plan, so we are planning to reach paper number 60, right? For the students who are facing in this O-level exams in my class. So a lot of students face almost 60 papers. Some join in between that periods, but everyone I think completed a major paper sets. I think that would be the class that we are discussing a paper 60 number of papers for mathematics, right? Okay, so that is a great achievement. So we are doing this week also as per our schedule. So I think that would be a better confidence to you to face the exam very well, and I hope everyone will do your maximum in this upcoming O-level exam after the end of this month, February month. Okay, so I will continue until they announce to stop the classes, maybe the first week or the second week of the March. Okay, so you can join and see. Everyone try to see this last paper discussions. So these are some standard papers published by the MOE. So you can learn better things and new things throughout this discussion, right? So now we will move to the paper discussion. So last time we had a technical issue while I am doing the class. Now it is solved and my all the e-class also gone. But however, we can manage in our whiteboard. We will recover it, right? Okay, and now paper number 53, that is paper 1. Last 2 times we discussed about the paper 2. So the paper class is extended to Saturday and Wednesday, right? So everyone try to attend for both the days. So Wednesday we are discussing paper 2s, Saturdays we are discussing the paper 1s, right? So now we will move to then the paper number 53, that is a first paper, right, discussion. Right, the computer was reset to check the Right. Now we are opening the paper. Right, paper number. Right. Right. Now open the paper. Right. This is the paper. Right. So I will move forward with this view. I think you can see it. Right. First question. See there, find the perimeter of the sector given in this diagram. So what they're asking? The perimeter of this sector. So what's the perimeter here? The perimeter means, right, the sum of all the outer length here. So this length, right, the sum of outer length, that means this length plus 2 radius, that's the perimeter. Okay, so this is only the arc length. So you need to find the arc length first, then for the arc length you add this 2 radius. Okay, so you find the arc length equal, that is 90-degree sector. So 90-degree sector means you can apply direct 1/4 into 2 5 r. Okay, then 1/4 into 2 into 5 into r. What is the r? 7 centimeter. Okay, now you can simplify 7 1 7 1, 2 1 2 2, 2 1 2 11. So that gives you the 11 centimeter. What is that? That is the arc length. Okay, but the perimeter means the sum of all the outer length. They are saying that the perimeter of the sector. So the perimeter given as, just add the arc length to the 2 radius. What is the 2 radius? 7 and 7. That means 14 centimeters. So it comes as 25 centimeters. So that is the perimeter. Okay, concentrate on the wording arc length, and it differs for the perimeter. Okay, right. Right. So I think everyone can join today, right? Uh, any issues with the link? Right. I think now it's okay. No issue, right? Yes. Then according to the given data, find the x, right? They're asking to find the x. So now you know that this is the triangle. So there are two sides are equal. So what are the two sides here? So these are the two sides equal. Okay, then these two sides are equal. That means the front side, the opposite side to the equal sides are also equal. So this 40 is front to the sides and this x is front to that side. So that means these two angles to be equals. That's the theorem. Okay, you can find out x has just 40 degree. The theorem behind that is when the two sides are equal on a triangle, then the opposite angles are equal, right? That's the apply for the isosceles triangle. In an isosceles triangle, we can see it clearly. Okay, right. Then we move to the question number 3. They are right. Right. Question number 3. Right. Now check the question number 3. Students deposit rupees 1000 under 8% simple annual interest rate. What is the interest after a year? So now further check what's the interest type category. That is simple interest. No problem. Then what is the percentage? 8. And this is the loan amount, the deposited amount. They ask interest after a year. Okay, so you know that what is the interest for year calculation? Just take the deposit amount 1000 multiply with the interest rate, that is 8%, 8 upon 100. Okay, then 2 zeros simplify it into 10, that gives as rupees 80. That is rupees 80. So that is the interest after 1 year period, right? For simple interest calculation, I have introduced you a separate formula. What is that? I equal PRT over 100. Okay, so that is applicable for the simple interest calculation. Just the maths concepts there, but in new syllabus, we are not much using this formula, but the concept is not wrong, right? That is correct. Okay, for this one is very important. When interest given, loan given, the deposited given, and ratio asking, and the time given. Okay, so in such kind of loan ratio or the time in asking, that formula is better. Okay, if you do not know, follow that one. I equal PRT upon 100. So I equal interest, P equal the loan or the deposit as per the scenario, then R the ratio, then T timing, and the 100 is a constant. Okay, understand that one if you do not know. Then find the gradient of the given straight line. You know that what's the gradient? Gradient you can find out by this formula. So gradient equal the difference of y coordinates divided by the difference of x coordinate. So you should have 2 points. So it is given directly the 2 points. Then take the y coordinate difference. Here the y 7 and 1, and here the x 6 and 2. So just take the y difference. How to take the y difference? 7 subtract 1. Here 7 and here y is 1. Divide by, you need to follow to the same order which you take the x. So you start the y difference here 7 subtract 1. You need to start from the same way 6 subtract 2. So you need to take 6 subtract 2. Now check the answer. 7 subtract 2 is 6 and 6 subtract 2 is 4. Now you can further simplify this fraction. So 2, 3, 2, 2, right? So even you can put as a decimal, that is 1.5. That is 1.5. So this is also okay, this is also okay. But when you are writing in fraction mode, keep in the simplest form. All the time in maths, answers should be in the simplest form. Okay, right. Hands up those who got this gradient answer correctly. So now I think we did several questions for gradients, everything. Now you are very fluent in mathematics, I think so. Yes, now? Yes, very good. Make a heart reaction if yes. Very nice. Okay. Right. වෙන්න බෑ නේද papers 50 කීයද අපි මේ 53ක් English medium කලවම් නෙමෙයි නෑ pure English medium, pure English papers, pure English discussions, right? මේ පන්තියක් තිබ්බොත් කියන්න මට. Right. So now we are moving to the next one, question number 5. Write the set of positive odd numbers less than 6 with its element. Write the set of positive odd numbers less than 6 with its element. Right. Now it is a right set indication method with its elements. So better write, right, that is not mentioning like a set wording not there, but better write like with the capital letter equal mark within the curly bracket writes their elements because they are mentioning with its element. Set of positive odd numbers less than 6, right? Less than 6 one condition, and positive one condition, odd number one condition, and the positive odd numbers. Yes, so what are the 6 less than positive odd numbers? Then 5, right, then 3, right, then 1. Okay, so these are the positive odd numbers. So 1, 3, 5 positive, and then odd, and less than 6. Yes, 1, 3, 5 with its element. Better write with the curly brackets, a equal curly brackets, inside that write the answers. Understood? Right. If any doubts or any questions, make a message. Okay, right, then factorize a squared minus 7a plus 10. So this is a trinomial quadratic expressions. We have done several trinomial quadratic expressions. So you can delete the quadratic expressions. How to do? Just you take plus 10 and multiply with a squared. So constant multiply with a squared, then it comes as the 10a squared. Okay, then positive, but then check the multiplication should be positive 10a squared, and with the addition of these two terms that should give the negative 7a, negative middle term. Multiplication positive, sum is negative, then only one option you should have both negative. Negative, negative, multiplication positive. When you add the two negative comes as the 7a. So you can write like 5a 2a. 5 into 2, 10, and negative, negative, positive 10. When you add that, negative 7a comes. So then you can write a squared negative 5a negative 2a plus 10. Right, 2 by 2 make the common factors. So here you can see a is a common, then a minus 5. Then here negative 2 is a common, then a minus 5. Now you can see that a minus 5 is a common, right? Then taken out, then here a remaining, and here minus 2 remaining. So a minus 5 into a minus 2, a minus 5 taken out, then a minus 2. So once you completed such kind of question, just checking in your mind, negative 5 into negative 2, then positive 10 creates. Negative, negative, positive create. And then in your mind, you can check that negative 5a, negative 2a, negative 7a also given. Right. Right. Next one. Then considering the midpoint of the class interval with 115 as the assumed mean 11 to 15. So this is the mid value. Mid value is this one, that is called the assumed mean. Okay. Then they are asked to complete the deviation column. So how this deviation comes? Deviation equal, right, x minus a. What is x? X is the mid value minus the assumed mean. So how to take here? In this column, mid value also 13 and assumed mean also 13. So 13 subtract 13, 0. That's why we put in generally in front of the assumed mean the 0. Now how to take this one? Just mid value subtracts the assumed mean. What is the mid value in this class interval? 18 should be subtracted. 18 subtracted assumed mean 13. So 18 subtract 13 comes as 5. Okay, comes as 5, not negative 5. Why? All the time mid value subtracts the assumed mean. What's the mid value here? 18 subtracts the assumed mean 13. Then 18 subtract 13 comes as 5. Okay, right. If it is negative 5, wrong. Right. Now the question number 8. See the 8. Indicate the value of D in terms of A, B, and C. Now see Putta here. Right. Now they ask in the value of D. Now imagine I take this ABO triangle and I can find out this exterior angle. How? Just apply the exterior angle theorem. So here A plus B, the interior, so that equal to the exterior here. This exterior is equal to interior opposite sum. So this one we equal A plus B. Okay, then you can further check this triangle. Okay, in this triangle, you check this exterior. What is that exterior? That is A plus B exterior equal interior opposite sum. So A plus B equal D plus C here. Okay, then you can subject D here. How to subject D there? Just bring this C to the other sides. So plus C bring to the other side as A plus B and bring this plus C to the other sides. Then it comes as minus C. So the answer should be D equal A plus B minus C. Here this space there. So D equal A plus B minus C. Hands up those who got this answer. D equal A plus B minus C. So the both ways you apply the exterior angle theorem. Right, for this triangle you apply the exterior and found here. Then in this triangle you apply this exterior equal to the interior opposite sum D plus C. Okay, so that are very good questions. Yes, I can remember. Yes, we did the same sum in the another paper we did. Yes, but the papers are not same, right? This is a different paper, right? We didn't do previously, right? Yes, that's fine. Yes, I can remember that question we had. So in O-level paper also this happens, right? We completed 53 papers. That means the similar questions should be there. Just the numeric would be changed, but the concept, the logic, the approach would be the same. So you can see the students who completed almost more than 30-40 papers, right? They can surely score 50 marks for the first part A, right? The short questions, right? Because that much of questions there. So in revise and rise also we did some short questions, maybe more than 500, right? Then if we did 53 papers mean, right? That also contain that kind of much papers. So write down the positive integers that satisfy the inequality. So they are saying that positive integers, right, that satisfy the inequality. First solve this inequality. How to solve? Just x plus 2, right, less than 4. Then bring this plus 2 to the other side. X less than 4 minus 2. So x less than 4 minus 2 means 2. So x less than 2, right? Then you check what are the less than 2 value, the positive integers. So you can further check that if it is a number line there, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, right? Negative 1. So less than 2, right? That is a circle, but not bold it, just less than 2 values there. So less than 2, what are the values you can see? Less than 2, positive integer comes as 1, right, only. Less than 2, positive integer is 1 only. 0 is neither positive nor negative, right? So you can say what the positive integer satisfy is just 1 only. Can make within a curly bracket 1. Okay, 2 cannot include. Why? The equal mark is not there. Right, correct it. Right. Now we will move to the next question. To complete half of the work, 6 men spend 4 days, right? If 2 more people are employed to complete the remaining part of the work, how many days it will take to complete the part of the work? Complete that part of work. To complete half of the work, 6 men spend 4 days. Just take the men days all the time. Take the men days. The work is measured by men days. So 6 men, right? 6 men multiply with how many days? 4 days. 4 days. Then that means 6 into 4, 24 men days, M days. Okay. If two more people comes to the remaining part, so that means here that should contain the balance part also, 24 min days. Right now, two more people employed to the remaining part. So now two more people means for 6 means they are now, two comments mean 8 means they are now. Divide by 8 means, then how many days will it complete? The days will be there now. Min cancelled. So 24 divided by 8 means 3 days required to do the balance work. So how to take that one? Just half of the work is 6 into 4, 24 min days. So the balance half also that same amount of task. First half 24, same balance half 24. So that to balance half taken by how many mins are now there? 6 plus 2, totally 8 mins. Just divide by 8 mins. So 24 divided by 8, that 3 days required. Okay, right. Point A and B are located 6 centimeter apart. Right. Now there is 2 points apart, 6 centimeter apart. A and B, 6 centimeter apart. Okay. Draw the locus of C in a sketch diagram so that AC equals CB. Right. AC equals CB. That means, right, there is a point C having to A and B the equidistance, right? They are not giving like to A and B equidistance. They mentioned that AC should be equal BC. Somewhere C here, here also AC equal CB. Is that the only point for secant lines? No. If C comes there, somewhere here, then to AC distance equal BC distance. So only that point C can allow? No. If C comes there, then see this distance with AC and the BC also equal. Now you can see that C is not a fixed point. C is a locus of point. So C can move along these lines, all the points, right, that satisfy that condition, that from C to A, C to B distance are equal. Eventually, indirectly, they are saying that, right, the A and B equidistance point, that is the perpendicular bisector you need to draw. Okay, so how to draw the perpendicular bisector? Just make more than half of that length, make an arc there, make an arc there. Keep their B and keep in the same distance, right? You may draw this perpendicular bisector. So how to indicate that one nicely? Here, see that AB, mark this 6 centimeter and draw this perpendicular condition and bisector. So C is a point moving on this locus. Right. C is not a fixed point. We cannot determine exact point. So that is the locus of point. That is a locus. Right. Find the square root of 15 to the first approximation. So we have done the first approximation mostly, right? Remember those who are still having any disputes of first approximation. So in exam O level paper, you will receive a first approximation less than 100. Less than 100, but not a perfect square. Okay, so now you can see that what are the less than value? Less than 15. What are the perfect square we have? That is 9. Okay, then after the 15 we have 16. Now that is square root 9 take, that is 3. Square root 16 takes, that is 4. Now you feel that in your mind 15 is very near to the 16, just one gap. Just one gap near to 16. That means the value is between 3 and 4, but it is very closer to 4. So the very closer to 4, what is the value there? Near to 4, that is like 3.9. Okay, what is the value there near to that? We can determine because we check the gap between 15 and 16. Here gap is 1, then 9 to 15, here gap is 6. Right. Now it is having very lower gap between 16, one gap is there. Then you determine that would be like 3.98 something. That is a guess. Just guess that 3.9, then 3.9 multiply with 3.9 and check the answer. 9 into 9, 81, 8 remaining, 35. Then 1, 15.21. Okay, that means 15 there, but here 15.21, just 21 more. But then you will check whether any number makes a lower gap than this 0.21. Then you will not, you will comes to the left side. That means you just check 3.8 by 3.8. So 3.8 by 3.8, check the answer. 3.8 is square. That means it is, I will take directly 14.44. Now check here 14.44, here 15. Just in your mind, just 44. From 44 to 15, what is the gap? Just in your mind, you can see that 44, 650, 50 again, 56 something, 0.56. Here 0.21. So 21 is lower gap, that belongs to 3.9. Okay. Then therefore you can see that square root 15, right, is approximately, this is an approximation, that is 3.9. So that is first approximation mean what? Given to the first decimal place. That's the first approximation means to you. Okay, to the first decimal place. This is the first decimal place, but this is not the actual. When you take the calculator and see, that is a right infinite decimal, the root 15 answer. Okay, then question number 13, right? Question number 13 is simplify this fraction, right? See the answer, simplification. 1 upon x plus 2 upon 3x. This is a fraction addition. In fraction addition, the denominator must equal. So you need to make the denominator equal. So 1 upon x there and 2 upon 3x there. So here 3x to make x here, you multiply by 3 both the sides. Then 3 into 1, 3 upon 3x, right? Plus 2 upon 3x. Now you see that the denominators are same, 3x, 3x, keep the same denominator. Then here at the numerator, 3 plus 2 comes as 5. So now the answer becomes 5 upon 3x. Okay, right. Just make the same denominator and add it. Right, question number 14. According to the information given in the diagram, find the value of x and y. Now carefully see that. So this is what? Right. I am asking, is this midpoint theorem or converse of the midpoint theorem? What is your answer? හරියට ඉගෙන ගත්ත ළමයි දන්නවා. What is that? Firstly, applicable is what? Midpoint theorem or converse, right? The converse is applied. Very good. Converse is firstly applied and then the midpoint theorem applied. See, why the converse applied? To apply the midpoint theorem, we should have two midpoints. But here, can we see two midpoints? No. The data should be two midpoint. But here, just one midpoint given and a line is drawn parallel to the other sides. The parallel line drawn and one midpoint given. Then converse is applied. Okay, converse is applied. Then converse says from one midpoint, a parallel line drawn to the other sides. That means the third side is bisected. So what's the third side? This one, that to be bisected. Okay, so that means these two sides to be bisected. So this is 4 centimeter. That means x also to be 4 centimeter. So we can say that x equal 4 centimeter length. Okay, x equal 4 centimeter length. So this is also 4 centimeter length. Right. Now, after applying this information, you can see now the midpoint theorem applicable. Why? Now it comes as a two midpoint because it is bisected by the converse. Now look into in a different eye, and now you can see two midpoints connected, then midpoint theorem applied. Then this side is the 10, then this y is half of that. So don't be exchanged. Samaharunට මේක පැටලෙනවා. පැටලෙන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. මේක තමයි smaller length එක. This is the smaller length. So this is the bigger length. Lengthwise see that. So here should be the half of this length. So here 10, then y should be half of that. So y equal half of 10, just 10 centimeter divided by 2. That gives you 5 centimeter. Okay, but understand how correct approach. Right. Now we are moving to the question number 15. Right. If the area of the parallelogram ABCD is 100, find the area of the triangle ECF. Right, they're asking ECF mean this one. Now you can see this kind of quick things. Right, this is a parallelogram and this is just midpoint. Right, that means this is also parallelogram with half area of that. Why it happens? Here these bases are equally divided. So whole area 100 mean this is divided 50 by 50. Then this is also parallelogram. Then this is a diagonal. By this diagonal, the area is bisected. That means this triangle area equal this triangle area. So this is half of that 50. That means 25 square centimeter. Just logic. Again, see that the big parallelogram is 100, then this is half of that. Why it comes half of that? This AE equal EB. The same base is halfly divided, but the still parallel lines, perpendicular lines are same. So this is half of that, then this triangle is half of that again. Right, the theorems are applicable. By the diagonals, the area is bisected, so that area gives us 25 square centimeters. Now you have to add these two values here. How to add these two matrix? Matrix addition is easy. You add the corresponding element with corresponding element. So 2 plus 1 gives you 3. Here you put there. Then 3 plus 1 gives you the 4. You apply the 4 there. Then 5 plus 3, it gives you the 8. You apply there. Then 4 plus 2 gives you the apply there 6. Right, same base එකක් නෑ රවින්දු මේකේ. Same base එකක් නෑ. මේකේ යන්න ඕනේ base එකෙන් half. Making half මේකට එන්න ඕනේ. Right, this is half of this. Right, ඊට පස්සේ මෙතන apply වෙන්නේ. Right, this is a parallelogram. In a parallelogram, by the diagonal area bisected. That's why it's became half of that 50. Right. So question 16 done. Now question number 17. Right. Students in a class, sir said, student studying music. A music students. Then here B is the boys. B is boys. Okay. Now check. The Venn diagram given shade the area A intersection B. A intersection B is what? Intersection is, so you can argue they are music as well as boys. So you can so we shade the area, that is fine. Then describe the shade the area in words. So music as well as boys. In nice English, you can say that students, the boys studying music. Why? Students, but they are boys. They intersect with boys. Then you can write in nice word, boys studying music. Boys studying music. Okay. Right. Now we move to the question number 18. Right, see everyone. Center of the circle in the diagram is O. Using the given data, find the value of X and Y. That is not much harder question. So here you can see that first you can find out X or Y, whatever. So here 35. So the same rectangle by the same terminal, this is the subtend 35, this is the subtend X here. Now you can see that X and 35 are equal. Then you can see that X equal 35 degrees. Okay. Then here 35, then center is twice of that. So this is the sector and this is the, sorry, this is segment, sector, this is the center. So here 35, that means here should be twice of that. The angle at the center is twice of the angle at the sector. Okay, so here 35 means y should be twice of 35. So that comes as, right, 70 degrees. Y equals 70 degrees. Okay, same rectangle and the angle at the center is twice the angle at the sector. That's theorem applicable. Right, now write the question number 19. So what's the 19 says that write logarithm of 81 to the base 3 equal 4 in index form. So in exam, the log question is like conversion log to the index or index to the log. Now how to check that one? Just you take 3 to the power 4, right? Just take this base and make to the right side as the base of 4. Then 3 to the power 4 equal to the 81. Okay, so this comes as 3 to the power 4 equal 81. Right. Now check the question number 20. If a car runs with uniform speed of 100 km per hour, find the time required to travel 20 km in minutes. Right. Now they're asking a time. You know that speed equal, right, distance over time. So they're asking a time now, subject time, time equal just distance over speed. So what's the distance they travel? 20 kilometers. Yes, divide by the speed is 100 kilometers per hour. Just the distance divide by the speeds, then the time coming. So now you can see that 0, 0 to 1 to 5. So kilometer cancelled. H minus 1 goes to the upper H. So you can say that 1/5 hours. So 1/5 hours. So that are the hours. So how to convert these hours to the minutes, right? Then you can see that just 1/5 hours. How to convert hours to the minutes? Just multiply by 60. So then you will take that 1/5 into 60. The units comes as minutes. Right, to make hours to the minutes, just multiply by 60. 5, 1, 5, 12, then that gives you 12 minutes. 12 minutes are there. Okay, so that is the answer. Speed equal distance over time. You took the time, you subject the time and given the answer. Right. Okay, now we are moving to the question number 21. See everyone. Question number 21. Now in the triangle ABCD, so this is the ABCD triangle, AB equal 15 centimeter. So this is 15 centimeter. Okay. And then BC equal 8 centimeter. So this is 8 centimeter. Right. Find the length AC. They are asking the length of AC. Right. So that means this length, that is the diagonal length. So this is a rectangle, right? That means that is 90. Now you feel that in this rectangle, yes, that is the Pythagoras triple, 15, 8. Remember that additional Pythagoras triple, 15, 8, then that should be 17. So how I will tell you, right? You take this as X. Then how to take? This is front to the 90-degree called the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse squared equal the sum of the other two sides squares. So this is 15 squared plus 8 squared. Okay. Then you can take that 15 square means 225 plus 8 squared is 65. Then that gives you 289. So that is x squared. Then x equal plus or minus square root 289. Then x comes as plus or minus 17, but x is a length greater than 0. Then x equals 17 centimeters. Okay. So that's the answer. So x is the AC length, that is 17 centimeters. So can you revise me the Pythagoras triple most applicable in O-level paper? Can you tell me? So I have explained you. These are the Pythagoras triple 3, 4, 5. Then 6, 8, 10. Right. Then I mentioned you 5, 12, 13. Right now. Again 9, 12, 15. And then again you found here. Right. 8, 15, 17. Okay, these are the Pythagoras triples. We are mostly familiar, but in the O-level paper, mostly we can see 3, 4, 6, 5, 6, 8, 10, 6, 12, 5, 12, 13. Right, these are very special. Mostly we can see it. Okay, right. Now we move to the question number 22. Right, the figure indicates a prism with is shaded cross-sectional area of 25 square centimeter. So this is a shaded cross-section that is 25 square centimeters, right? And length is 6 centimeters, okay? Then find the volume of the prism. So you know that volume is a solid having uniform cross-sectional area. Okay, so the solids having the uniform cross sections, their volume given as the cross sectional area into the length. Volume equal the cross sectional area into the length. So area is directly given, that is 25 square centimeter, right? Then that to be multiplied with the length. What is the length given? That is 6 centimeter. Okay, multiply with 6 centimeters. So 25 into 6 comes as 150 cubic centimeters. 150 cubic centimeters. Right. So that is the volume of this prism. Right. Move to the question number 23. If x plus 2y equal 9, 2x plus y equals 6, find the value of x plus y. Without simplifying the equation, we have met this kind of questions mostly, right? You know that very clearly. So to find x plus y or x minus y without solving, that means what? Without solving means some students can individually find x, individually find y, and then add x plus y and give the answer, like big simultaneous question solving. But here they are not individually asking x and y, they are asking to find the x plus y direct answer. So just you need to see that to add the equation or subtract the equation. These are the only two options you have. So however to find x plus y, x and y coefficient to be equal. X comes as 3, then y also to be 3. X as 5x, then 5y. 6x, 6y. Likewise, the coefficient to be equal. Then here you can add these two equations, right? Then you can add x plus 2x, in your mind 3x. 2y plus y, 3y. Now your purpose done. Why? 3x plus 3y. Then you can subject the x plus y. Then equal 9 plus 6. Right. Now here 3x plus 3y equal 9 plus 6 is 15. Okay. Now you divide, you take a common factor 3 there. X plus y equal 15. Then divide by 3 both the sides. Then you can see that x plus y equal 15 divided by 3 is 5. So x plus y equal 5. Understood? Right. Right, now we are moving to the question number 4. As for the information given in the diagram, write an expressions for sine theta in terms of the side of the triangle. Right, sine theta. So we know that sine is opposite of hypotenuse. We have three ratios in O-level maths and three ratios in the A-level maths. Okay, sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. So tan theta equal opposite over adjacent. Okay, remember that three ratios. Okay, then sine means sine theta. Sine theta equal opposite over hypotenuse. For theta, this is the opposite. What is that opposite? AC. Divide by hypotenuse is front to the 90 degree. That is AB. AC over AB. Okay, then name the trigonometric ratios that is indicated by AC upon BC. AC is what? AC is, now with respect to theta, AC is the opposite side and then BC is the adjacent side. Now you can determine opposite adjacent, right? Opposite adjacent deals with what? Tan theta. Okay, opposite divide by adjacent, AC divide by BC means that's the ratio of tan theta. Then you will write that is tan theta for the part 2. Right? Understood the three ratios. Right, now we are moving to the question number 25. See that A, B, C, D are 4 points on the circle. Side BC is produced to E, so that D equal CE, right? CD equal 80 degree, find the value of X, right? Find the value of X, right? In cyclic quadrilateral, you know that just we have two theorems. What are they? The opposite angles are supplementary, that means add up to 180. The other one, like exterior angle theorem, exterior equal interior opposite angle. So here that 80 means these two angles are equal. Okay. So here 80 mean this is 2 equal means the balance 100 is shared equally between these two angles. Okay, then here 80 means, right, you can see that sum of these two becomes 100. Then here this one becomes 50 degree. Okay, then 50, 50, 100 and here 80. Okay, now you can apply that theorem. This is like an exterior angle. This is exterior angle 50 that equal to the interior is this one, interior opposite angle X here. Okay, so this exterior 50 equal interior opposite angle directly. So you can then find X equal, so X equal 50 degree there. Okay, X equal 50 degree. Okay, fine. Any questions of this 25 and make me a message, right, of 50 marks, how much you got this published paper set by the MOE. Okay, 44, Gina, right, 48, 48, 50. Oh, really, right. 16, please. Yes, we'll do 16. 48, yes. 46, Vibash, okay. Right. Okay, 42, 42, 48, 46. Very good. Right. Right. Well done. So, everyone, you have the chance to score. Yes, 50 Hamshi. Very good. Hamshini. Okay, right. So, you have a chance to score in O-level paper also. You can come to the dean list. In the university, we have a dean list, right? If we have the GPA more than 6.6, 3.6, then they comes to the dean list, right? For each semesters, right? So you can also come to the dean list, not the all level in dean list, but you can come to the 100 marks maths list, right? Those who score the 100 marks in their all level paper, right? So everyone try to 100 marks, then A pass is nothing now, right? Right, just 75. So you can even score more than 75. Hari? වැඩි ගොඩ දාන්නයි තියෙන්නේ පුතා, right? දැන් මගේ පැත්තෙන් ඉවරයි, මම 60 කරා. 60 කරා කියන්නේ ඉතින් විභාගෙ ළඟ තියලම ඉවර වෙන්නේ. හැමෝම බැලුවද everyone got that marking scheme of the 52, right? 52 marking scheme. Did you see that? Right. Those who didn't, right, I shared with the groups and everywhere. So I think you can see the marking scheme and clarify the answers, right? Okay. Right now we move to the part B, right? Part B, everyone see there. So a local authority charge 8% as rate for the properties, right, in this area for a property which has annual property value rupees 25,000, right? Find the amount of the annual rate. Annual rate means of the annual assessed value, 8% charge. Then you have 25,000 of 25,000, 8%, 8 upon 100. Okay, now you can simplify here. Two zeros cancel. 250 into 8. Just 250 into 4 is 1,000. And then 1,000 into 2, 2,000. Rupees 2,000. Right, just 2 marks there. Okay. Find the rates to be paid per quarter. Quarterly payment asking. So you know that per year, how many quarters are there? Per year, 4 quarters. So here the annual rate, then that to be divided by 4 to take the quarterly payment. So you take rupees 2,000, then divide by 4, then you get the answer rupees 500. Okay, you get another 2 marks there. Then the next year, the annual property value was increased by 20% and the rate percentage was decreased to 7%. What is the new annual property value? New annual property value means previously 25,000, now 20% increase. So you have several methods. I can make one shot method. If the property value 100, right now it is increased by 20%, means what is the new property value? 100 was there, now 20 being added to that, means 120 is the new property value. If that so, multiply with 25,000, how much? 25,000, how much? 100 means 20% increase means now 120 into that value. So you can simplify two zeros, then 250 multiplied by 120, that comes as rupees 30,000. So this is one method. All other methods, the general method, you can find what is the 20% increment first. How to take that one? Just 20%, 20 upon 100 into the 25,000, right? You can find out what is the increment now. 250 into 20, like 5,000. Then 5,000 is the increased value, previously 25,000. Then add these two and make 30,000. That is also fair. Right. So for that one, you have another 2 marks. That is the new annual assessed value. Find the percentage by which the payable rates increased due to the change made by the local authority. Now you can see that what is the new rate applicable. Find the new rate. How to find the new rate? Just this is the property value 30,000 into, right, what is the rate here? 7% into 7%. So now you can see that it comes as 2,100 rupees. Okay, that is the annual rate, 2,100. Previously, how much? That was 2,000. So they are asking the increment percentage. So the previously 2,000 rate being charged, now 2,100. Now you can see that what is the increased value? Increased value, how much? Just 2,100 subtracts to 2,000, that gives you rupees 100. Okay, that is the increased value. So how to take the increased percentage? Increased percentage is you have to take top the increased value, that is rupees 100, divide by the initial value. Before the increased, what was the rate? That is 2,000. So 100 upon 2,000, that is the increased based on the right initial value. From the initial value 2,000, 100 was increased. If that's so, multiply by 100%. Normally, when something increase or decrease, you have to take the base value before increase or decrease, the initial value. Initial rate is 2000. Of that, 100 is the increment. Then for 100%, how much? Then you can simplify. 10 upon 2 comes as 5%. So you have 2 marks there. Right, makes marks by 10. Hands up those who got this all the answers correctly. Okay, right. Right. Now we move to the second question. If any doubts, ask. It was assessed that 6 days have to be spent by 50 people to lay gravel and prepare a gravel road. If 10 people can gravel for 3 kilometers within 2 days, what is the length of the road that can be completed by 50 men in 1 day? Right. First, calculate 10 men 2 days. What is the men days? 10 men into, right, 2 days. You take multiplication, you take that 20 men days. Okay, you take 20 men days. Then 50 men in 1 day, you calculate just 50 men into 1 days. Right, then you can calculate what is the total men days. 50 into 1, 50 men days. Okay, right. Understood? Right. So this is the work done, men days, 20 men days, and this is the total men days, 50 men, 1 day work amount. So now they are saying that if to 10 men work 2 days means 20 men days. If 20 men days they are, right, they can complete how many kilometers? Just 3 kilometers. If 20 men days, they are 3 kilometers can complete. Then if that's so, right, 50 men 1 day means 50 men day working. If 50 men day, how many kilometers can complete? Like how to take 20 men days වැඩ කරොත් kilometers 3. If that's all, then 50 men days, how much the completion? 20ක් වැඩ කරොත් kilometer 3ක් complete වෙනවා. එහෙනම් men days 50කින් කොච්චරක් complete වෙනවද? Right, here 0 0 cancelled. Then 15 upon 2 means 7.5 kilometers. Right, is that correct? Got this answer? I think yes, that is correct. Our logic is correct. 2 marks. You got right? Okay. Balan logic right. Androgan. You know that in some O-level papers, I can't remember, I think 2019, we got that the excavating a trench, digging a trench questions like the road question coming under with fraction question in O-level paper. Right. What is the total length of the road? Total length. So to complete the total length, they required 6 days have to be spent by 50 people. So how many people required to complete the total one? 50 people to work 6 days. Then you take the men days. 50 men, 6 days. That is the total road. Then you can see that how much? 16 to 50, 300 men days. Now you can see that 50 men days. 50 men days is spent means 7.5 kilometer done. Then 300, right? Yes. 300 men days is how much? 50 men days, this much of length. The total road is 300 men days. That means 50 to 300, that is 6 times. 6 times. So the road also to be 6 times. You can make a ratio in this way. 50 men days means, MD means how many kilometers completed? 7.5 kilometer. If that, so total length is 300 mean days requirement. So now you can see that 51, 56, 6 into 7.5, just 7.5 multiplied by 6, that gives you 45 kilometers. Okay, 45 kilometers are required. Right. So you have 2 marks there. Now find the number of people to be employed to finish the work of the road 2 days before the scheduled date. Right. So 2 days means right now you know that to complete the, if the number of people to employed to finish the work of the road 2 days before the scheduled date. Right. So what is the total road requirement? How many men days? It required 300 men days. Okay, total road means min days wise 300 min days. Okay, that to be achieved if the road is totally done means. So that to be achieved by now 2 days earlier. So right. That means 4 days earlier, right? So that means 2 days earlier. That means estimated is 4 days, 6 days, 2 days earlier means that to be done. This total men days to be done within 4 days. Just divide by 4. Then 300 divided by 4, right? Then that comes as 75 means. Right. So you have 2 marks there. Right. You can have 3 marks there. 3 marks. 3 marks there. Now last part. Someone monthly income is 250,000, right? Uh, Annual income is waived from income tax. 2,400,000 waived from income tax and a tax of 15% should be paid for the balance amount. Waived වෙනවා කියන්නේ පුතා ඒක release වෙනවා. Right, not being charged for the income tax. Now just find the someone's annual income first. So you can write someone's annual income. So how to take the someone's annual income? Just monthly income multiplied by 12, 250,000, right, into 12. So that comes as just 250,000 into 12. That gives you rupees, right, 3 million. Rupees 3 million given. Okay. Then 2.4 million is waived from the annual income. So now the charge taxable income you will find out. The correct wording is taxable income. Right. Taxable income make a taxable income. How to find the taxable income? So this is free. 2.4 million is free. Just this is the total income, annual income. Just you write rupees 3 million, right, subtracts 2.4 million. Right, then what is the balance? Rupees 600,000. So 600,000 is the taxable income. So for this taxable income, what is the applied percentage? 15%. Therefore, the income tax equal, right, 15%, 15 upon 100 into, right, 600,000. Right, then two zeros cancel, 6,000 into 15. right? It comes as rupees 90,000. So that is the income tax they pay, right? So this part you have 3 marks there. Hands up those who got 10 marks for this question. Income tax. Right, very good. හොඳයි අද සහභාගීත්වය ළමයින්ගේ ඇටෙන්ඩන්ස් එක හොඳයි අද ක්ලාස් එකට වෙනදට වඩා ගොඩක් හොඳයි. ඉතින් මේක අවසාන සති කිහිපෙන්නේ හැමෝම ලයිව් සෙෂන් එකට එන්න. රයිට් ඇවිල්ලා හරියට වැඩේ ගොඩ දාගන්න, හුත්තට බලා ගන්න වර්ධිනේ වාය වරද්දන්න එපා. රයිට්. ආයෙ වැඩි කරන්න කාලයක් නැහැ. එක්සෑම් එකේදී 0 මිනිමම් 0 ඉරර්ස් වෙන්න ඕනේ හැමෝගෙම. එහෙම වුණාම තමයි අපිට ටාගට්ස් වලට යන්න පුළුවන්. මිස්ටේක් යාලස් මිස්ටේක්ස් කරන්නම එපා. මම අවසානයේ සතිය පොඩි දැනුවත් කිරීම කොටසක් කරනවා. I will tell you some important facts and points for the last weeks, right? Then you can catch up the correct informations and how to face the exam correctly. Right. Okay, now we move to the third one. This is the diagram, right? The diagram shows the land consisting of a rectangular part A, B, C, D and a sector shaped, right, portion B, E, C attached to it, right? Now find the area of the rectangular part ABCD, right? Now you know what is the area of the rectangular part ABCD. Just length and width multiply. Length 40, width 21. So just 40 meters multiply with 21 meters. So that gives you 40 into 21. So that gives you 840 square meters. Okay, so that is the first part. You take the answer 2 marks. Then find the area of the sector shaped BEC. BEC area is asking, so you know that that is a sector with 90 degree. Better apply 1/4 5r squared. 5r squared. R is what? 21 meters. So just 21 meter into 21 meter. 1/4 5r squared. Okay. Now 7173. So 2 2 to 11. So that is not exactly divisible, right? Then 11 into 3, 33 into 21. Divide by 2, it's like decimal 346.5, isn't it? Is it decimal, right? 1/4 5r squared. Right, I makes 2 marks there. Yes, very good. Then calculate the total cost to cement the floor area of BCE if the cost is rupees 420. Now BCE cost asking to cement the area. So you know that total area of BCE and 1 square meter cost. Then how to find the total cost? Right, just total cost is just the square meter cost, that is rupees 420 multiply with the square meters they are available 346.5. Just multiply 420 multiply with 346.5. So that gives you rupees 145,530 rupees. 145,530 rupees. So that is having another 2 marks there. Just that area multiply with the unit cost. Unit cost is the cost per square meter. Right. Then the fourth one. Right. So that gives you 8-meter long portion at the middle of the boundary CD. Yes. CD is reserved for a gate. 8-meter long portion at the middle of the boundary CD. 8-meter portion, right? Middle of the boundary, middle of the means here 20. Okay, 20. That means here 8 means here 4, 4. Here 4, and 8. Okay. Now, right angle triangle shape portion, which is 1/4 of the area of the rectangle, ABCD is also catered to grow banana. One boundary of that should be either ADO, BC, okay, and the gate should not be obstructed. Mark the triangle shaped portion with dimension in the above diagram. 1/4 of the area of the rectangle ABCD. Right. One boundary should be AD. One boundary should be AD and BC. ADOBC. Right. Now check that ADOBC there. Then you will check. Imagine that would be taken. Right. We do not know that length. We will take this length. We do not know. We take that is X. Okay. And then AD boundary, we know that 21. Okay. Then we need to find this X. We will check what is the X. Okay. Then that area of this triangle should be 1/4 of the rectangular area. So what is the 1/4 of the rectangular area? 1/4 into rectangular area is 840 equal the triangular area. How to find the triangular area? Half into base into height. I write as x and 21. So now you can see that 41, 42, 210. Okay. Then you can see that 210 equal half into x into 21. So I multiply by 2 both the sides to cancel 2 here. Okay. Then 200, 2 into 210 means 420 equal 21x. Just divide by 21 both the sides. Then that comes as 25 to 20 meters. X is 20 meters. X is 20 meters. Okay. That means this length to be 20 meters. Now we are in a trouble. Why? If you take that right angle triangle, this side as 20, so the gate is exactly middle, then when you take 20, that gate part is obstructed. Then that means this side is 21, mean this X to be marked here as making the right angle triangle in this direction. So now the right angle triangle should be in this direction. See there. So everyone see here, right angle triangle should be this direction 20. Why in this manner? Otherwise in that side that is being obstructed. Okay, so this is the right angle triangle. Here 21, here should be 20 meters in this direction. Okay, so that part you have 4 marks for calculating this as length 20 meters and making this sketch nicely. You have altogether 4 marks. Right, correct it. Right. The question එකක් බලන්න ඒක right 10 marks දාගන්න. Right now we are moving to the question number 4. Right, see everyone. Right. Information of a survey collected from 200 villagers on their livelihood is depicted in pie charts. According to the pie charts, how many people are engaged in government jobs? Government jobs 45 degrees and 200 villagers are there in total. Right. Then how to do that kind of questions? You can see that 45 degree. From all the sector, make a ratio From 360 is the total angle, right? From the total angle 360, that is 45 degree. If that's so, from total 200 villagers, how much the government job peoples? From 360 total, that is 45. Then from 200, how much? Then you can see that 0, 0 cancelled, 9, 4, 9, 5. Then 4, 1, 4, 5. Then 5 into 5 comes as 25. So you can see that how many people are engaged in government jobs? That is 25 people. Okay, so you have 2 marks there. Then if the number of farmers depicted in the pie chart is 70, farmers 70. So here we found this is 25. Then they are asking angles obtained by the sector representing the farmers. Now angle asking the number of peoples given. Now you can see that in this direction, the other way you can write 45 people means 45 degrees mean 25 people. Okay. The other way 25 people mean 45 degrees. Make that ratio 25 peoples mean 45 degree. If that's so, how many peoples are there? 70 peoples, how much? 25 කියන්නේ 45යි. එහෙනම් right 70 කියන්නේ කීයද? Right. We can see 5 5 5 1 5 14. Then 5 1 5 9. So 9 into 14 you can multiply 126 degrees. So 126 degrees is the farmer's angle here. 126. Okay. Right. For that one you have another 2 marks there. Now move to the part B. Information on amount of rubber latex collected by a collecting center of a daily basis is given in the table. Right, represent the information in the table on a histogram of the given Cartesian planar. Histogram you are need to draw. Everyone carefully see histogram. Right, to draw histogram, right, we need to first see the class size. Be careful. This is how you do. Class size taken 15 subtract 10, you write on the top 5. Here 20 subtract 15, 5. Here 5. Here 30 subtract 25, 5. But here 10. So that is the important factor. So this is the normal class size 5, 5, 5 everywhere, but here comes as 10. Then you need to adjust this frequency. Why? Class size is twice. Then you adjust this frequency. You divide this frequency by 2 to make the height. 4 divided by 2. Why? 10 is twice time of the 5. Then that to be divided by 2. So that means their height is 2. Okay. So the height of that column should be 2. Okay. Now check how to solve the, how to draw that one. Now it is start in 10 and ending 40, 5 by 5 running. So better we start 0, then 5, right, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and one more, again 45. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And x-axis you mark, what is that? Amount of rubber latex. Amount rubber latex, name that one. And then here the y-axis is number of days. Right. Now check how many days are there. Right, up to maximum height 10. So you can mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. Now make the corrections here. construct the frequency polygon. Right now, by histogram we didn't do. 10 to 15 height 2. 10 to 15 you make height 2. So you make 10 to 15 height 2, make a bar here. Then 15 to 20 height 5, to make bar there. Then 15 to 20 height 5, yes. 20 to 25 height 10. Okay, then 25, 39. And 30 to 44. Not 4, that to be 2. 30 to 42, right? So that means here the answer. Okay, right. So that is called the histogram. Okay, now you make, right, that is the histogram. So that is complete. Okay, here the special case, just divide by 2. Now check, construct the frequency polygon based on the histogram. Onna balagan oku waradana hamoma. Right now check how to draw the frequency polygon. Now you mark, right, on each columns, right, midpoint, here midpoint, here midpoint, here midpoint, here midpoint. Here the mistakes you do, so lot of students mark one midpoint there. That is wrong. Why? You need to check two midpoints. Why? Like two class sizes there, so you make two midpoints here, 1 and 2 on each. Right, now you connect by a straight edge individually these points and comes to the initial position. Right, now it is not a polygon. Why? It is not closed. Right, okay, then how to close it? To connect to the x-axis. How you connect to the x-axis? You check 5 to 10 is the before class interval. Of that, the mid value you need to connect. You need to connect to the 5 to 10 mid value. So that comes the 7.5 something. Okay, 5 to 10 mid value. Then after that you mark 40 to 45 class. So their mid value you have to connect, right? That pin 40 to 45 mid value is this one. Okay, now it is enclosed as a frequency polygon. Understood? So that is a case. So for drawing histogram, you have 3 marks, and drawing frequency polygon, you have 3 marks totally. Right. Hands up those who got the 10 marks for that question. Right. Right. Now we will move to the question. 60 students who can work in Sinhala and Tamil language participate for a workshop. 60 students, right? Here 60 students, right? On ethnic harmony. They can work at least in one language. They can work at least in one language. ඒ කියන්නේ හැමෝටම එකකින් අඩුම ගානේ එකකින් කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. වැඩ කරන්න පුළුවන්. So that means no one is there not having the capability of working outside. That means at least one කියන්නේ මේ නැති අය නැහැ. Right. Number of students who are proficient in two language is in 18. Is 18 in addition. 22 student language is 18. In addition, 22 students can work only in Sinhala. So only in Sinhala means here 22. Right, understood? So here 18 both language, and here 22. That's the answer. Now they mentioned that, right, no one there cannot work in both the language, right? So at least they can work one language. No, then you can find out this part. How the sum of these two becomes 22 plus 18 means that is 40. Then 40 to make 60, then here should be 20. Okay, that is fine. So now include the above information in the Venn diagram and find the number of students who can work only in Tamil. Only Tamil we found here. So make in this Venn diagram. So you have 3 marks there. Then only Tamil they are asking. 2 marks there. 2 marks. Huh? Here we have some parts more. So 2 marks there. Okay, then uh, include the above information on the Venn diagram and number of students who can work only Tamil. That is 20, right? You have 2 marks there. Then find the number of students who can work only in one language. Only in one language means either only Sinhala or only Tamil. The sum of that 22 plus 20, that gives you 42 students. How many? 42 students can give. 20 plus 22. Right. Part B, 4 buttons of Padlin A cocaine, right? 42. So you have 2 marks there. Okay. Then 4 buttons of shape and size are in a box, right? One of them is blue, right? And the other one are 3. One button is randomly taken and from the box, and by putting it back another button is taken. Putting it back මේක තමයි මේකේ වැදගත්ම කාරණේ. By putting it back ඒක නැවත දානවා by putting it back. එහෙනම් now you know that if B1 taken, it's putting it back for the second case. So second instance button 2 that is also available, right? Putting it back. So that's a major right part you need to catch in this question, whether it's putting it back or not putting back. Putting it back means if B1 taken as the first button, second button also that is available. So B R1 taken, R1 taken for the second case. So R2 taken, right, that is all together. So R3 taken, so that is also available for the second case. Okay, right. So the relevant sample is spaced by a point graph. So that is indicated by a point graph. So you have 2 marks for there. Okay, then they ask him find the probability of the button taken out being of 2 different colors. 2 different colors. So what are the 2 different colors here? So I will mark here 2 different color means first one blue and the next one red. BR would be okay, and then RB. So RB is what? Here the R and the next one B, 2 different colors. So that means this is the event. So here BB is the same color, RR is the same color. So this is the event having 2 colors. They are saying probability button taken out being of 2 different colors. So how many events? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 upon the total is how much? Here 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 into 4, 16. So 6 upon 16. 2, 3, 2, 8. So that comes as 3 upon 8. Okay, right. So now we are moving to the part 3. Find the probability of the event in 2 above when the button taken first is and without putting into the box again and the button is taken again, right? bit of two, right? Different colors. එහෙනම් බලන්න. එහෙම වුණාම පුතා මොකද වෙන්නේ? මම මේකෙම කියලා දෙන්නම්. If one is taken and not putting back means, right, this same elements are not available for the second case. If B1 taken, so B1 is not available for the second instance. So R1 taken, R1 not take available, R2 taken, R2 not available, R3 taken, R3 not available. Okay, that means this diagonal marks being right evaporated. Right, dismiss. Right, then what happened? Now this is the sample space. Now in that sample space, you can see that the having the different colors. So like the not events are changing here, these are available, but the sample space change. So now you can see how many events belongs to that. Now the is still same and the 6 are there, but the total is differ now. Total is comes as here 1 2 3 4, here 1 2 3 4 means 4 into 3 12. So 6 upon 12, that means 6 1 6 2, then it creates as 1 upon 2. It creates as 1 upon 2. Okay, right, so that part is missing. 6 into 6, right, 1 upon 2. So that's having 2 marks. They are the last 2 marks. Okay, right. Now you can make the marks for the whole paper and you can send it to me. If any doubts you have, you can ask. Right. So we totally discuss a paper published by the Minister of Education, a nice set of papers we have. So we discuss, I think, 4-5 papers of this. Which one? Which question is doubt? Please do 3, 4. 3 question, 4 parts. There we found that the area of the rectangle, one part should be boundary, should be AD, no, right, AD, or this one. So this triangle also, can you draw this way also? That is also possible if BC is a boundary. So they're asking one side, this one should be a boundary, this one or this one, and the right angle triangle. Then to make a right angle triangle, here you can see the other boundary. Okay, right. Then you get 90 degree here. Then the area of this triangle, half of the rectangle. Rectangle is 840. So not half, 1/4. 1/4 of this rectangle. What is the 1/4? That comes as 210. So what's the condition? You do 210 equal half into base into height. What is the base here? This one side is 21. The other side we do not know. That's the required one. We taken as x. Then we subjected here x, how you multiply by 2 both the sides, right? Then 2 cancel, then here 420 equal 21x, just divide by 21 both the sides, and then you can see x equal 20 meters. So x means this other side length. Here this side you cannot take as the 20. Why? The gate is obstructed. So this triangle you cannot take. That side to be lies on this AB sides. That's what we decide to this side length 20 meters. Then the gate is not obstructed. Okay, so any other parts there? Yes, report 4 is done. Right, so I think that is a good paper, paper 1. That's not much harder, right? The medium level paper. So if you can score, no, it will not be hard, right? Don't be afraid. Okay, Ginad, 67. Right. Check what happened in the mistakes, right? Do the mistakes again. Everyone, yes, very good. 97, 99 are there, 98. 99. Right. So everyone try to 87 years. Very good. Everyone, if you did mistakes, right? So do it again, right? Not the mistakes to do it again. Just the correct answers to do it in the book again, right? Uh, very good. Osita 95. So very happy about your marks, right? So you can enhance the marks, right? With the upcoming paper series also, right? So we are now at paper 3, paper number 53. So you have balance how many papers? 7 papers we have to do, right? So Wednesday also we extend the paper class for 2 days within this month. So you do the paper 2s on Wednesday and paper 1s on Saturdays. And further, we start the revise and rise class for this week by tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So this is the geometry weeks. We are focusing second paper oriented geometry. So those who can try to participate for that one also. Right. Then I think we done the paper nicely. So we will meet up with the upcoming days with several programs. We have the revise and rise and these paper classes. So everyone take the papers and do it surely. And Wednesday also we have the paper class this week, paper 2 there. So for Wednesday paper, I will upload maybe today or tomorrow the paper. Then you can take it and ready for the Wednesday class, paper class this week, right? Okay. Right then, thank you very much, Futa. We'll meet by the upcoming days.